We use our own players. We don't play. We don't play with no 2K. We play my career.
Means no more data caps. Plus, 4 free phones of their choice from great brands. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out.
One by one, the donuts came. They brought their fiercest party game. But under the moon, they met their doom far too soon. Get your spooky donuts or 10 munchkins for $1.99 at Dunkin'.
Shop over 8,000 vehicles at 32 Ohio locations or online at GanleyAuto.com. Ganley, Ohio's #1 automotive retailer.
Cavaliers Live is brought to you by Liberty Ford. Visit LibertyFord.com for the market's lowest prices and the best selection. Start your search at LibertyFord.com. Great productivity off the Cavaliers bench again tonight. The guys combined for 46 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists, with the bench shooting 62% from the field. Wow. Cavs a 7-point winner, 119-112 tonight over the Chicago Bulls. Welcome back to Cavaliers Live, presented by Liberty Ford. We go back to the queue right now. Tyronn Lue, head coach of the Cavaliers, brought to us by Liberty Ford.
Defensively, we got to get better. We play teams like this that move around a lot, playing hard, younger guys. We got to do a better job respecting these guys. And, until we do, we're going to get off to slow starts. We're going to be in dogfights every single night. So we can't continue to start games the way we've been starting. Thank God for our bench tonight, which was great. But we got to be better. 17 threes again. Where guys just looking at us, staring us down, just raising for shot. What we talked about constantly, making the guys put the ball on the floor. And we're going to learn our lesson. 17 threes again. And we're not going to win many games like that.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. I was going to ask about that, Ty. You mentioned respecting teams. I was wondering if the perimeter defense had anything to do with just all the new guys you're running in there.
I don't know, but we talked about when guys have the ball, facing us, we got to make guys dribble the basketball. All night we continue to close out short. They looked at us and raised and made shots. And no matter if guys are great shooters or not, if you give guys their shots, they can make shots in this league. They're professionals for a reason.
And just, for continuity's sake, do you intend to stick with the lineup that you showed us tonight?
Yes.
You got Timo tomorrow, who's big, and then on Saturday you have Davis and Cousins. So for the foreseeable future, then, or just those couple games, or what do you?
We'll see how it works out, Joe. But for these 2 games next, for sure.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. 1, what did Jeff Green give you tonight? And 2, that lack of attention to detail that you were talking about on defense, was that why you called for him at about 10:50 in the third quarter?
Jeff just gives us another athletic guy who's very versatile, can put the ball on the floor, can make plays, but defensively he can get out and switch. Kevin's, kind of experienced some tightness or whatever, so I got him out. And then Steve went and looked at him and then, got him back in the game. But our whole bench was great. Shannon was great. D-Wade, Corver, Shump, Jeff. They all was great for us tonight. So they bailed us out. And we talked about that in the locker room, that they came in and played great because we had a slow start again. And we can't continue to keep doing that.
David McMenamin, ESPN. Ty, the last time Cleveland had this many new faces, new pieces trying to fit together, it was like 2014, 2015. And LeBron, I don't know how far into the season, kind of volunteered to take over the ball distribution duties, and that kind of sparked you on your run. Is there any correlation between what's going on here? I know there's injuries, but getting the ball in LeBron's hands and trying to organize
he's going to have the ball in his hands a lot. That's how we run our offense. But, when D rolls out and, Isaiah out, it's tough, And, if you don't have a point guard on the floor, it's tough, to win games, no matter how great LeBron is. It wears him down. Have to handle the basketball, have to defend, and then make every play. But, tonight we needed that, and going forward, we just have to see.
Ty, Scott Sargent, WFNY, one game, but what are your early thoughts on the JR Dwayne swap?
I thought it was good. I thought D-Wade really came in and he ran that second unit. He had some great passes, was able to score, had the ball in his hands a lot, was able to make plays. So real comfortable in that role. I didn't want to overplay him tonight because we have a back-to-back tomorrow. So once we got the lead and when he asked to come out in that third quarter when he got a little windy, I tried to keep him on the bench as long as I could. So we have to have a back-to-back tomorrow. We got to keep him fresh.
So the minutes were with that in mind. It wasn't anything outside of.
Yeah, just with that in mind. Once we kept increasing the lead, he was over there just thinking about we play again tomorrow. So great lift, love having the ball in his hands. Very smart with the basketball. So I like him running the second unit.
Tom Withers, AP, you just answered my question, Ty. Is it more important for Dwayne to play make as opposed to scoring just to?
Well, to me, I think play make is both. Scoring the basketball and making the right play. And having it in his hands is just, he's never in a rush. He's always poised, and he makes the right play. So I just like having the ball in his hands and letting him make decisions.
Jeff Shadell, News Herald. Todd, did you come out with some more defensive energy in that third quarter? Looked like you were getting loose balls better than.
Yeah, I thought we flew around a lot better in the third quarter. Seeing the film at halftime and how slow we were moving, how we didn't pay attention to detail. And I think coming out in the third quarter, we really locked in defensively. Then, we got up and then we kind of let our foot off the gas again. They made some shots again, so then we had to crank it back up. But we just got to have a better defensive mindset from start to finish.
Todd, Spencer Davies, Basketball Insiders, noticed in that second quarter that you brought Channing in, and he hasn't been early in that game like that in a while. Just what was your thinking behind putting Fry in the game?
Well, that was our rotation. I talked to him before in shoot around that I would try to get Tristan out probably 5 minutes to go in that first quarter, and then bring Tristan back with the second unit. But Channing played well, so it kind of carried over to the second quarter. So he came in and did what he's supposed to do. He made shots. Spraying the screens, did a good job on the big, so Chan was really good for us.
Do you foresee that as a role for him going forward?
Yes.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Ty, what was the key to slowing down Markkanen in the second half?
Closing out, getting to his body. He ran the same play 5 times. Just getting to his body, making him put the ball on the floor, drive the basketball. And his percentages went down. We know he can pick and pop, and we should have known that from the last time we played him in preseason. So we did a better job of, in the second half, of getting to him, closing out, and making him dribble the basketball.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. I know LeBron has the ball in his hands all the time, but can you see how much he enjoys it when, those bounce passes to Love in the lane in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I see it.
Well, here's what Ty Lue saw. Would have had him rip his microphone off. Yeah, I saw it. I saw Tim Misney make him play moment. Kevin Love and LeBron playing a two-man game, Campy, and LeBron somehow getting the ball inside Kevin. And you wonder how he sees it. You wonder how Kevin gets it.
Well, to me, this is probably the most underused pass in basketball, and that's the bounce pass. But yet, this is most effective because what happens is no one wants to come from an up position and get low to try to get the ball. So LeBron James sees it. Only thing he's trying to do is just make that bounce pass. The ball is going to come right up to Kevin Love. It is the most underused pass in basketball. Everybody's trying to throw the high flying alley-oop pass, but that bounce pass is always there, and the guy can catch it and finish at the same time, or catch it and make a play to his teammate. So let's see the bounce pass a lot more.
So in other words, it's basically what you're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
The starting lineup that Coach Lue was asked about that he went with tonight. It was Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, Jay Crowder, J.R. Smith, LeBron James. He said he's going to go with it moving forward. At least let's see for how long. Campy, that's a tall, big lineup to start the game with.
Well, it is all those things that you said, but I think it makes a lot of sense for our team. And the reason why I say that is that you have bigger bodies out there in terms of Tristan as well as Kevin Love. Both of those guys are dynamic rebounders. They're physical out there. And then you look at Crowder, and you look at LeBron, and you look at JR. All those guys are greyhounds. Those guys get up and down the floor. Even though tonight they did not do a good job with that.
First quarter wasn't great
early on in the game, but as the game wore on, you saw them start taking effect, and they became more physical out there. So I like the starting five that we have, and I'm sure this starting five is out there primarily because of D. Rose being out at this particular time, as well as Isaiah Thomas. I don't think that's the lineup that he really wants to go with at this particular point. This is the only lineup that he can go with at this particular point because they need a playmaker like LeBron James out there on the floor, particularly since they moved Dwayne Wade to the second team.
Well, it certainly worked tonight because LeBron James coming up with his season high in assists and coming up with his season high in points. We will talk to LeBron as we continue right here on Cavaliers Live. The big numbers, 34 points, 13 assists. LeBron was 13 of 20 from the field and 4 of 6 on three-pointers. LeBron next on Cavaliers Live.
I love the countertops.
And I like the price.
Yeah, we'll take it. That feeling, only better. The thrill of getting a better deal than you expected. At the Volkswagen Sell-Down event, you can get $1,000 cash back on a new 2017 Jetta.
Get $1,000 cash back or lease this 2017 Jetta S for just $109 a month after a $1,000 bonus. Offers end October 31st.
When the lights come on, the game time.
Great seats still available at Cavs.com/tickets.
This way, forged in the same fire. Blood may be thicker than water, but we've got oil in our veins. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Muscle.
Right now, get 20% off MSRP cash allowance on the 2017 Dodge Journey GT.
The losing streak is over. How about that? Cavaliers have lost 5 straight games to the Chicago Bulls. Bulls swept last year's season series. This year's season series starts off with a 7-point win, 119-112, Cavaliers over Chicago. Welcome back, everybody. Jeff Phelps along with Campy Russell here at Cavaliers Live, presented by Liberty Ford. You saw the Cavaliers doing some things out there offensively tonight with LeBron James running the point. Certainly, it's a different look, Campy.
Well, it is a different look. What it is a 6'9" point guard that can get anywhere he wants to get on the floor. And I thought, particularly in the second half, LeBron James did a much better job. Not just LeBron, but the team as a whole. The starters did a much better job of just kind of running the offense, helping each other, not just on offense, but also on defense.
On the defensive side, early, not good, later, better.
Much better. And the reason why it became much better, guys became a little bit more physical. They started really trapping and creating problems out there. Guys was helping on the weak side, and because he was helping on the weak side, he was able to get an easy out. I'm not sure what that was right there. I thought that was going to be a layup, but the Cavaliers, they became much more aggressive. When the Bulls guys picked up the ball, they got all over them, and that is what you're supposed to do. Even in this situation, Jay Crowder is reacting to that switch, and he's coming all the way to the ball. And now there's no double team there. Cavaliers come up with the ball, even though they kick the ball out of bounds that time. But yeah, I like the aggressiveness that they have up there. Tristan Thompson putting ball pressure on there. Green is forcing Marketing to the baseline. Because he forced him to the baseline, there's JR. Now you see LeBron is there. Everybody's in the right position. Now here the Cavaliers again, off and running, and they come up with an easy basket. LeBron James on the penetration, kick the ball to J.R. Smith for a 3-ball. That's just good, solid basketball. That was the difference between the first half and the second half. Active hands, active bodies, everybody recognizing where they need to be and where the ball is, putting more pressure on the ball handler, putting more pressure when the guy picks the ball up, they're putting pressure on him. That is how this Cavalier team have to play defense.
Inside the Cavaliers locker room with the guy who is shooting 60% from the field after the first 4 games of the year. That's LeBron James.
Our coach got on us at halftime. We wasn't close enough. And one of our emphasis, this year is, getting back in transition and running guys off the 3-point line. And, they kind of shocked us with a few of their shots. We still wasn't close enough. And, if you go over the last couple of years with the Bulls teams that haven't really, been a perimeter shooting team, and gonna kind of change that now. That's the second game, preseason game, today, where they shot the ball shooting off from the perimeter. So, we changed that in the second half. We got a little closer to it, made them miss some shots, got a couple 24-second shot clocks, and that worked in our favor.
Rob, has anything changed for you when you're playing over point guard?
I don't know. I'm looking for my guys a little bit more when I'm starting at the point, especially in transition. I'm kind of being more of a precision passer. I'm not kind of full speed ahead in transition. I'm kind of looking to see what's going on, getting my guys involved. But for me, I just try to stay in attack mode when need be, and then once I see the high hand start going for my guys, to the ball.
LeBron, can you speak to the importance of the bench tonight, specifically depth?
Well, the bench won us the game. They get the game ball for sure. JG came in and gave us a lift when we needed it. We started off slow once again tonight. D-Wade came in and found his rhythm, got to his floater down, got to his pull-up, made some great passes. You see what Kyle was able to do, kind of late in that third and in that fourth. And even Channing came in as well and gave us some great minutes. And one. Also, he rolled off the top, pinned down for a layup as well. So, our bench was very good tonight, and it definitely was a reason we won the game.
Hey, Ron, Tyson, he seems still upset after the game. How fiery was he at halftime about the defense?
What did he say?
He seemed upset that you guys just didn't come out.
I'm not going to make it. If he didn't say anything, I'm not going to say anything.
Talk before we
Listen, Coach Lewis is great. He's unbelievable to have this guy around.
She left.
I don't know. That's his point of view, and that's what you feel like we respect that. And come out with a little bit more sincerity. And not be up on our heels and not be double digits down in the first quarter like we done last week. So,
Playing 4 different positions starting the game, and end up with a 20-10 game. Obviously, playing both guards, I think this come to you more naturally, but does it change your approach when you are slotted in the different positions?
I think the best thing for me personally is ever since I was a kid, I've always learned every position on the field. When I started playing ball, for some odd reason, I could learn every single position on the field all at one time. The point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center, and know all the plays, what they're doing, and what's the reads. And to this day, obviously, still, if coach slides me to the 1, I know every set. He slides me to the 5, I know the 5. I know the 4, I know the 3, I know the 2. I know every single play in every single position. So it makes the job a lot easier for me because I know where I should be and what my teammates should be.
With this group, obviously barring injuries, you probably wouldn't see a lot of time in the 5, but have you taking that position at all? I know we see it in limited times in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, listen, Coach Gill put me at the 5 at times, and I'll be ready for it. I can play it. You know, it's going to be game situational, obviously. So, you know, if I had to get my numbers called at the 5 and I need to give, you know, Kev and Double T and Shannon a blow to go at the 5, I can do that.
Overall, what are your early impressions of Larkin?
Very confident. Very confident. I watched him a lot at Arizona. Watched him a lot. He wore my shoes a couple times, so I actually did. He wore my retros. He wore my retro bronze a couple times, and I liked it. So I'm still very late to watch those Arizona games, though. But very confident kid can shoot. How can you say he might shoot the heck out of the ball, and he's going to continue to get better. And the best thing about it is he get an opportunity, so he can kind of make mistakes. He can learn on the fly. But he's going to play a lot because he's good. It seems like he's learning. That's good. So it's a good player.
LeBron, Brooklyn had a battle tonight with Orlando. They're off to a pretty good start. Just your thoughts on them early in?
Well, you just said it. You know, they kind of play similar to Chicago. And, you know, they lost another night. They played at home against Atlanta and was able to get a good win against Atlanta at home. Even though they lost tonight, they were playing some good ball. They were scoring the ball, very efficient. So,
After all the battles you had against the Bulls through the years, what's it like looking on the other side of the court and seeing this group of Bulls?
Well, the past is the past, now that we're present. You know, the future is unknown. So, I don't really get involved in the battles over the years. I live in the present, over those guys that we play, and that's what I'm prepared for. So, I know the history I've had, but you know, dwelling on the past for me is something I pretty much don't do much of. I try to focus my energy and effort on what today, the objectives today, and help us get away.
Thanks, LeBron.
LeBron, with our Kubota strong performance of the game for good reason, asked to step into the starting point campaign. He comes up with 13 assists.
Well, 13 for 20. And this is the reason why, because he's doing a good job of getting the shots that he want to get. He works on these type of mid-range shots like that, and he's knocking them down. He works on the three, and he's knocking those down. He's getting to the rim at will. He's making these spectacular passes to his teammates. He's getting everybody engaged into the game. That is why during that second half, why his performance was so strong, was because he was going at the right pace. He was getting whatever he wanted to get on the floor. And that, to me, is the greatness of LeBron James.
We talked about the bench. LeBron talked about the bench. Ty Lue talked about the bench. Certainly the bench, a big contributor in tonight's win over the Chicago Bulls. And a guy who was part of that can't be a guy who hasn't played a whole lot this year. He was called on tonight. He stepped up. We'll hear from him as we continue here on Cavaliers Live. That's number 8, Channing Frye. Cavs a 7-point winner over the Bulls.
Right now, lease the 2017 Soul for $159 a month. Menards Super Sale has big savings on everything you need. Update your home with new hardwood flooring from Floors of Distinction. It's beautiful and fast and easy to install. Cambria Oak is $199 a square foot. Add style and elegance to your home with teak finish bamboo flooring. $259 a square foot. Brighten your home with Patriot Lighting. This Tanner LED flush mount is just $99.99. This dimmable LED Aspen wrap is only $109. Now during Menards Super Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
I didn't even think I was going that fast.
I know, it's so hard to tell all the way out here, isn't it?
Who's your ticket?
Police reported ahead.
Now it tells us.
Cindy and Mike realized they had a speed problem with their network.
All right, well, let's go. Slowly, like your network.
That's why they switched to Metro PCS. Because they figured out they get 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for only $100, period. That means no more data caps. Plus, 4 free phones of their choice from great brands. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Phil. Nice ride. Oh, thanks. What an egomaniac. Hands free.
got this Uconnect theater with Blu-ray player, built-in games, and apps. Impressive.
Nauseating.
No wonder it won that JD Power Quality Award, right?
No wonder. Why don't you go bowling with JD Power?
Are you doing that inner monologue thing again?
No. Yes. I'm growing a higher hedge.
Right now, financing at $3,000 total cash allowance on the purchase of the 2017 Chrysler Pacifica.
Cavaliers Live is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Wow. Internet, phone, cable. Wow. That's better. Another thing LeBron James did tonight, he tied Zydrunas Ilgauskas for the most games ever played as a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers with 771 career games. 119, 112, Cavs a winner over the Bulls. Here are the guys that really stepped it up on the bench. Big numbers all the way around. And again, they combined for 46 points, 9 assists, 10 rebounds, shot 62% from the field. Amon Shumpert didn't score, but he added a couple of numbers as well. And Campy, how reassuring for a coach when he can get that from his substitutes?
Well, I'm sure Coach Lou feels real good about the bench tonight because of how they played, because of how good they were defensively, how they shared the ball as a team, how they moved the ball, and they had everybody engaged. And to me, that is what you're looking for when you substitute, is you're looking for performance. And tonight, that was just great performance by our bench because of the activity, because they were sharing the ball, guys were making cuts, and the ball was there. This is what you're looking for right here, Jeff. And this young man here, Channing Frye, has not played all year long, even though this is early in the year, but he was ready. He stayed ready. He had the opportunity to play, and he showed up big time with 8 points.
And Campy,
We ain't watching no fucking white boy. Goddamn Dodgers game. Watching fucking Cavs, motherfucker. No, you ain't. You over there fucking streaming. This is your fucking white boy talking about the World Series. Who the fucking Dodgers playing?
Nigga, I don't fucking know.
Okay, so I thought Dodgers, motherfucker.
I thought they was over.
Nigga, the Dodgers ain't in the fucking American League, nigga. We the American League.
So why is it on Google?
Because it's the fucking World Series, dumb fuck.
I'm just fucking checking the news on Google.
Run, defend, and they bring great length out there on the floor, and they bring great determination. All those ingredients will help us become the team that we need to be, which is a world championship caliber team.
7 minutes played for Channing Frye tonight. He turned it into 8 points, but also a very critical 7 minutes because that's when things started to shift a little bit in the basketball game. Here's Channing with Fred McLeod.
How good it feel for you guys tonight? I don't know if it was obvious, but I think for us, we just got to come, change the pace of the game. Guys got to stay ready. I think it doesn't hurt having Dwayne in there. I think Jeff Green did a great job of going after first unit. That was a suffocating unit they put out there. I think on the third, beginning of the third with Jeff and those guys. So I'm excited about that. I just think overall as a team, we've got to be more aggressive. I don't think we're aggressive enough on defense. Anytime play a team like this was well coached with shooters and just playing free, we got to take some things away. I think we did at the end of those groups. We got to do that consistently. I just think our decisiveness, where we got to do is going to come from. Or it's going to come, but it's going to take time. And overall, hey, a win's a win, and we're not that pretty. But a lot of people kind of doubt Chicago. I think Chicago's going to creep up on a lot of people. As a guy as a shooter, need much space on you. Yeah. How much closer you guys have to go up to shut some of the streets down? Well, I mean, look at the athletes that we have, so I think why not make them drive it? I think when we started doing that, that was one of those things where things were getting very tired. They weren't shooting half as well. They were making play one-on-one. So we got defenders like Jay Crowder, Jeff Green, and Jared Smith. D. Rose comes back. Tristan. Kevin. So we got a lot of defenders out there, so we just got to be more aggressive and just try to go out there and disrupt offenses. I think he made look comfortable. He did. I said, you're welcome. I'm out there with the big fella a little bit. I think he's just out there. And I think with Kyle out there and myself, we just run around and chickens with our head cut off. So it's good. So he gets to shoot all the shots and we just get to go have fun. And like I told Tristan, just relax, man. Like, this is fun. Just be aggressive. We got guys who just go as hard as you can and come on out. And we got other guys that want to win and want to play the right way. So it's fun. It's all good. And we're kind of want to take part in this. Yeah. I told you guys, we're working on it. Stay in the paint. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Well, listen, I made 1-3, and obviously I knew they weren't going to let me do that again. so I go down there and do some of the left-hand filet-o-fish. And, you know, for me, it's just playing basketball. And you play with these guys. It's so easy. It's like, you show I'm going to roll, you ice me, I'm going to pop back. And other than that, I'm going to pass to the guy who shoots 97% for the three-pointer. So it's pretty easy. My job is just be ready, be a professional, and I'm having fun watching them and helping them out and telling them what I see. And when I go out there, just play with energy, you know?
You keep mentioning Jeff Green.
There's the realistic outlook from Channing Frye. So easy playing with these guys. All I do is what I'm supposed to do out there, Cappy.
Well, tonight he did exactly what he needed to do, and that was to go out and be a little bit disruptive. And also be able to step out on the three-ball area and bring Lopez out onto the floor, which then open up in the higher interior to be able to drive and do other things. So he played his game. He had 8 points. Just a guy who understands that he's a professional and he is always ready. In practice, he works hard. He's always prepared. No matter what the situation is, whether he play or he don't play, he's ready to play.
And with the bench crew, with Channing and Kyle Korver, as he said, playing with Dwayne Wade, they're out there running around. Dwayne loves to go to the basket.
Yeah.
That looks like a nice fit.
Well, it is a good fit because, again, for Dwayne, I think it's a beautiful fit because he can now get into rhythm, and he is a rhythm player. He now understands the guys that he's playing with. He understands Kyle Korver wants to come off picks, and he has the ability to get that ball to him as well as Channing. But the biggest deal with all this is he now has the ability to have the ball in his hand, and he can dictate things out there. Plus, he will become more effective in terms of Dwayne Wade.
We will hear from Dwayne Wade as we continue right here on Cavaliers Live. He went to the coach and said, you know, that thought you had earlier about me coming off the bench, that might be the way to go. Sure was tonight.
What? I ain't making no fucking noodles. You can fucking eat what the fucking you have for fucking dinner.
That's Tucson. Taking that next step, check out the Santa Fe Sport. Full-time chauffeuring, your 7-passenger Santa Fe awaits. And with America's best warranty, whichever stage you're in. You just saved me from getting a minivan. Give us some luck. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. Right now, for a limited time, lease the Santa Fe Sport for $189 a month. Plus, get a no-cost maintenance package. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
When the lights come on. Great seats still available at Cavs.com/tickets.
The newly updated Spectrum TV app is available on more devices, so you can enjoy your TV in more ways than ever before. You can stream live TV in the living room, on demand in the dining room, search for shows in the study, or set your DVR from any other room you might have, even this room, whatever this room is supposed to be. So download the Spectrum TV app today and experience more TV. Furniture.
Come to I-90 at South Center Road. It's where you'll find the most beautiful campus right here in Willoughby Hills. Featuring classic Lexus, classic BMW, and classic Mini. You see an amazing selection, receive extraordinary personal attention, and the very best deals on America's top luxury brands. At classic Lexus, BMW, and Mini. I-90 and South Center Road in Willoughby Hills. Stop in or visit driveclassic.com anytime.
Getting rid of all of those back-to-backs, right? That's what the NBA is doing. And Cavs are playing a back-to-back. Game 2 tomorrow night coming up on Wednesday. And another back-to-back on Saturday, Sunday in New Orleans. And then home against the New York Knicks can't be on Sunday.
Jeff, I think all these games are good for this Cavalier team because of so many new guys and new faces. And they just need to play in an actual game. Because they have to play in so many games, I think it's going to help this Cavalier team come together quickly.
Better rates, best value. State Farm. See your local agent, Scott Skilchat in Willoughby Hills. Or in Parma, see Melissa Sutovic-Vukatin.
The 2017 Nissan Rogue with available automatic emergency braking that can help stop for you. And
motion-activated liftgate. We still got some tricks left in you. Take one today. Nissan Rogue Family. Lease today, starting at just $159 per month, or get 0% financing for up to 60 months on 12 models.
Upgrade your home and upgrade your life with the Ohio Lottery Lucky for Life Home Improvement Promotion. Enter to win a $50,000 Home Depot gift card, $10,000 in Best Buy merchandise, a $5,000 Crate and Barrel shopping spree, and many more prizes. For your chance to win, just enter any non-winning Lucky for Life ticket at ohiolottery.com/mylotto. Hurry, this promotion ends November 30th, so play Lucky for Life today.
Game on the line, and ooh, that was a messy play. Coach brings in his MVP. This guy has some sharp moves. Smith protecting the glass. What a rebound. He pulls up, nails it from the three-point line for the win. It's good. What an amazing finish. Paint like a pro with Frog Tape brand painter's tape for the sharpest lines every time.
Better rates, best value. State Farm. See your local agent Ray Pergert in Twinsburg. Or in Brunswick, see Greg Zoltan.
Season high 3 games. JR still can't buy one right now. Thompson stays after. Look at him work. Tristan Thompson somehow takes it out. And that's what they need. In trouble over there. Finds the man on point of LeBron James. Crowder needs it. That sticks it to the air. LeBron knew it. Crowder was waiting. Deep to the key. Well, it's taking the chance.
Tristan Thompson back in the starting lineup for the Cavaliers and creating a kind of play that we've seen Tristan create many, many times over the years for the Cavs. He had 9 rebounds tonight in the win over the Chicago Bulls. Back in there tonight, Campy, with Kevin Love moving to the power forward. Some of these bigger teams, when you have a guy like Robin Lopez, tomorrow Timofey Mozgov, right, against New Orleans, Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins, necessary to have that kind of Kevin and Tristan combo?
Well, that Kevin and Tristan combo worked really well last year. Remember it was in the World Championship?
I remember that. In fact, the last 3 years, it seems.
Exactly. So, to me, going back to that lineup made all the sense in the world because we needed to get more physical out there. We need to bring more energy. And Tristan Thompson, as well as Kevin, bring that because of their ability to pound the rim on the offensive side as well as the defensive side of the ball. So, having those two guys back out there, along with Jay Crowder and LeBron James at the point, and then having J.R. Smith back in his regular position, hey, all is right with the world right now.
For just the 12th time in his career, Dwayne Wade came off the bench. And that was after starting 907 games, 11 off the bench, until that changed tonight with 12. Here's Dwayne Wade in the locker room.
It was good to get out there and kind of be a positive lineup for this team. After that team came over there, came out on fire. But kind of back to what I'm used to, having the ball, being able to make plays, and being able to get to my sweet spots. Huh? Man, I'm doing me, bro. It's disrespectful. Just what I'm used to is just having the ball and being, seeing the whole floor, being at the top of the key. Actually, that's when I first got here, I was playing on the second unit a lot, so I was getting comfortable with the offense that way. So just getting back to what I've always done. So it felt good to get out there and help this team get a win.
LeBron's like the second unit one.
I'm not asking no question about LeBron.
No, he's the second unit in general. Just did you really feel the energy with those guys tonight?
Yeah, it's our job to come in. And if the first team is struggling, it's our job to try to pick it up. And if the first team is playing well, it's our job to maintain. It's very important. When you look at good teams, look at Golden State, their bench, there's never a drop. And that's where we want to get to, where it's not a drop at all. So we obviously got a lot of work to do. It's our first time playing together in that unit. But I like what I've seen, and I'm sure the other guys did too.
When you spoke up earlier about the communication or lack thereof that you saw from that first unit, what kind of advantage of you observing to start the game can that do for you guys?
A lot. I think the biggest thing for us is, it's our job to help them, as well when we're on the bench. Things we see when they come to timeouts and to tell them, your voice. So I make sure that I voice my opinion when they come to bench on not only what I seen when I was in there, but what I'm seeing when I'm on the bench as well. So, they get them veteran guys. Obviously, they will figure it out, but they definitely understand that we got to start the games better. And it's not necessarily mean that the ball gonna go in, but our energy got to be better in the beginning of the games because teams gonna come at us.
Is Jeff Green with explosiveness sometimes? I mean, guys do not know. Well, no, just does he sometimes surprise you? Just that, how much ground he can cover?
Yeah, how graceful. He's very graceful. He takes one long step. He hangs in the air for a while. It's a luxury to have that. Not a lot of teams have a Jeff Green coming off their bench, a guy who can get 15 any given night for us. And, we want him to be aggressive. So he's playing multiple lineups right now. He's playing with LeBron. He's playing with us. He's playing different guys. But he's figuring out his role. And it's just be aggressive. And he did a great job tonight.
I know you didn't get a chance to play.
Not surprised. I mean, you can see if a guy know how to play basketball when you first see him right away. When we see him in preseason, we all said, "Oh, he can play." No matter his age, the guy how to play basketball, and he's aggressive. He's looking for a shot. He understands that they need him to score the basketball. He's doing well, and the rest of those guys. I mean, they I told Denzel and all those guys just love the way they play, love the confidence they playing with. They got to keep that up. Keep that confidence up no matter if they go on a losing streak, whatever. Keep playing that way, and keep playing together. So they look like they're having fun, and that's what it's all about for them.
You said you wouldn't answer any questions about LeBron, but the guy sitting over there, how about his passing ability? What is it about that makes his teammates better?
It's no secret. I mean, he does multiple things on the floor to make this team great. When they're struggling at first, he starts scoring. When you see guys need shots, when sees Kevin needs the rhythm, he know how to. Looking over the defense and his ability to pass. So,
Fastball for a strike at 95. Yasmani Grandal is a more dynamic hitter, a switch hitter. But when we talked to Dave Roberts, the manager of the Dodgers, he said there's nothing wrong with Grandal. Austin Barnes has forced his way with what he's done behind the plate and at it to be our catcher. Barnes in the hole here 0-2. Higher batting average again against right-handers and left-handers. We're seeing more and more of that than I ever have before. Eichel now watching with the rest of us. Went 6 2/3. He's allowed 3 runs on 6 hits. Struck out 3, walked 1, allowed the 2 home runs. 1 to Taylor on the first pitch he threw. And then a 2-out, 2-run shot by Justin Turner last inning. See, that last pitch is what I'm talking about. If you don't have your slider as a right-hander against a right-handed batter, and you don't feel comfortable that you can throw that pitch close enough, he pulls this. He doesn't want to make a mistake. Maybe not trusting it. You got to be able to trust that it's going to break to the area you want. A.J. Hinch is not unique. And manager after manager, this time of the year, it's who do you trust coming out of your bullpen? Right now, he trusts Peacock, trying to keep it a 2-run game. He's got to make a good slider pitch. 2-2. See, that's not close enough for the hitter. Now the hitter has kind of confined him into 2 outs, 3-2. Runners are going to get going, which helps Seager big time on a base hit. But now as a hitter, you just got to sit on a pitch. You don't think he's going to throw his slider here. There they go on a fly ball into center. Springer back and now in to Indiana. Dallas Keuchel terrific here tonight, but he made a couple of mistakes. The Dodgers didn't miss him. Chris Taylor in the first. Justin Turner in the 6th. After 7. 3-1 Dodgers in game 1.
From the minute I wake up, I'm on. And on. And on. Hey, sorry. That's why I make time for myself and give my body some love with Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Its active naturals oat formula locks in moisture to improve skin wellness in just 1 day. I really needed that. I bet you do too. Aveeno, naturally beautiful results.
The Volkswagen Atlas with available pedestrian monitoring. Life's as big as you make it.
Score big with Cricket Wireless. Our plans start at only $30 a month. We've got more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint. And if you switch now, you can get a brand new smartphone for free. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Name. You will picture me in your head. Can you see my skin, my age, my beliefs, address? You imagine this place. Does where I'm from change how you see me? When you get to my experience, do you see how qualified I am? My skills. Don't imagine what I might be. See what I can do. Search for greatness. Search Indeed, the world's #1 job site.
Great game last night. Yeah, fantastic finish.
That kid stop was electric. Reminds me of a young Pedro.
It's going to go down to the wire. Yep, right to the very end. Woo! Better buckle your seatbelt. Thanks, Tom. Where's he? Yo, enjoy. Miami, man. Oh, man.
Spider Super Rock.
They don't still got it. It's showtime. Let's go.
And welcome everyone to MLB Tonight.
Brandon Morrow takes over for Clayton Kershaw, who's outstanding. 7 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, no walks, 11 strikeouts. By the home run to Alex Bregman in the 4th, and that is just about it. And now Morrow, who was signed to a minor league deal, it was not really thought to be a huge transaction, but as the year has gone on, his velocity and stuff has gone up. Great slider, great fastball, and he has been lights out in a good bullpen, setting up Kenley Jansen.
Yeah, he sure has, and he's dominated left-handed batters. So
Y'all still broadcast?